Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Let's Make a Playlist, the podcast where we come up with a theme, make a playlist to fit that theme. I am your host, Kenton Geyer, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Victoria Silk. How's it going, Victoria?
It's going good. I am in another city. I'm visiting my parents, so I am recording from my childhood bedroom. And yeah, it's nice. It's chill. I don't want to say chill because it's actually kind of hot here.
It's hot as shit here.
Oh shit! What's considered hot over there?
Well, right now, I mean, it's 7:45 and still like 85 degrees.
Yeah, I guess that can be considered hot.
Especially because we get really humid too, so that's what really gets you.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate the dry heat versus the humidity. I was in Vegas and Phoenix and El Paso too. It's just not as hot in El Paso as the other two, but it's dry, and even though it's hot as hell over there, it's still it's fine.
Right.
It's doable. You don't leave drenched because the heat just evaporates your sweat before it can go anywhere.
It doesn't help too that I turned my AC off to do this, or else it would be blasting the entire time in my studio.
Yeah, I have a little room fan going on here, and I am like trying to block it with my body so that it doesn't like make that blowing sound. So yeah, I think we'll be good. But listeners, I apologize if there's a little blowing sound. But your girl's hot over here, and we've got to do what we got to do.
We should probably say that we are doing female artists this week as well. We haven't mentioned that yet.
Yes, yeah. I guess we should talk about what we are doing at some point instead of just starting to play music. We're going to be like, what's the theme? But yes, we are doing female artists, and what a time to celebrate the girlies.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good one, especially obviously as you are a female artist. And
yes, I am.
You probably take inspiration from a lot of different female artists as well, I'm assuming.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I think... I know something about music written by the girlies for the girlies. It's just, and as a girl, you can relate to it, and it's just nice to hear the message. And I love to see guys listening to women-led or women-created music. Because I feel like it's not like obviously you are a man of culture, Kenton, and
yes, I'm very cultured.
Sorry, I'm also getting over a little cough.
So you're fine.
I'm gonna try to not cough into the microphone. But so you listen to girl music, but there's a lot of guys that like really don't, like my husband included. I have brought up the topic to him before. Like I don't think he can name like 5 songs that are like girl written songs that like off the top of his head that he really likes. And I would even say like 3 like songs are about his mags. But I don't know, I think a lot of guys think that the topics aren't really for them, and they are. Like we all are in this universal human experience together, and there's a lot to be said.
It was actually kind of hard for me to narrow down my songs. There's a lot I had left out that I kind of wanted to put in.
Yeah, I get that. I listen to so much girl music, and it was tricky finding the favorites and trying to be a little diverse, because as an R&B singer, there was a lot of R&B in my list, and I had to narrow it down.
Yeah, and even like when I was just waiting to get ready, I was listening to music, and "Free Your Mind" by In Vogue came on. I was like, "Fuck, I should put that song on there. That's a good ass song."
Yeah, there's so many, and I saw Mariah Carey last week, and
I saw that.
Now I'm just like, man, yes, she was amazing. I actually like teared up. I'm pretty sure
I bet.
A tear went streaming down my cheek. But yeah, no, she was amazing, and now I'm just like, I want to talk about her all the time now. So, but none of her songs are on the list because the list was already compiled, I think, by the time I did that. And I feel like I didn't know too many Mariah Carey songs until I like heard her live, and now I'm like, I want to just listen to all of them because that was amazing.
Yeah, I can only name a handful of her songs, and that's including All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. That one's a. I don't know. Christmas music.
Yeah.
Just it's not. Yeah, I try not to be out and about during that time because it kind of pisses me off a little.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
good song, but it is so overplayed.
Yeah. She did her thing. Is she getting her bag on Christmas time?
Oh, she makes millions every year just off that one song, I think.
Yep. Man, I just if I was gonna be a one hit wonder, which she clearly is not, but if that was like the song to have like a one hit wonder too, like you're set. You are set for life. I don't know if there's any like songs that are that consistently like
Yeah,
played throughout all of time ever since it was made.
that's why I tell everyone, like, if you're gonna like be like a writer or a producer, but you really want to get a good selling Christmas song in your catalog, because that will
Yeah.
sell every year. It will never stop selling.
Yeah, I think Ariana did a pretty good one with the is it what's it called? Like I know that she says like Santa Baby, but I don't think it's Santa Baby because there's like another
Yeah,
you know,
no, I know.
there's an already a
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
But yeah, yeah. And if I'm gonna hear the Christmas song, I think I would prefer that one.
Yeah.
In Pop World.
Anyways,
Getting off topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we'll
you
talk
want-
about Christmas another time.
since it's ladies' songs, you want to start it off with us for us?
Okay, shoot. Ladies first. I like it on theme. Here, let me pull up my little listy list. Well, I'll start with the first one that I remember because I don't know where my list went. Okay, so the first one, we'll just start with R&B because, stay on theme, is from Sabrina Claudio, and it's called Stand Still. I don't know if I've talked about her a lot on this podcast. I feel like every time I'm interviewed for anything, I bring her up because she is a huge inspiration and she is so good. And she's super young too. She's probably maybe mid to late 20s. And
Yeah, she looked
just
pretty
has
young.
beautiful. Yeah, she just has beautiful music, and I think that this song is one of the most beautifully done of her songs. It's all very slow, like what you would think of an R&B song, like to make love
Yeah,
to.
I can
There's
definitely,
a thing.
and I can definitely hear the influence of hers in your music. Your guys' voices, your singing style is kind of similar, I feel like.
Yeah, kind of the airiness.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's so good. And the song is I swear I hate talking about what I think songs are about now because I'm just like, do I even know what this is
Right.
about? But from what I interpret on this song, it appears that she is kind of like in an argument stage with somebody, and she's just talking about how time's being wasted, just going back and forth with each other, and all she wants is just for them to be happy, and that's the theme that I'm catching from it. Is that what you got from it?
Yeah, I really didn't quite. I mean, I looked at the lyrics, but I really felt like they weren't really the focus of the song, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because it is a little bit not all over, but it doesn't seem to have one solid theme. I'm kind of going off of the initial verse,
Right.
but then she talks about time standing still, and it doesn't really have to do with anybody fighting or trying to make
Right.
know. Yeah, but I agree. I think the atmosphere of the song is the focus.
Yeah, it
on
kind of
something
felt like
this.
more how she was saying it compared to what she was saying.
Yeah.
And there was that
That's a
really
good
cool effect
interpretation.
on. Yeah, I think it was doing the chorus a couple of times where it almost sounded like she was singing in a fan a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, where it does the vocal chopping up. I love that. It's
That
just
was
a
really
nice
cool.
little spice to to just being shimmery and pretty, and then it just kind of breaks it up. And they did an amazing job on that song. And I don't know if you saw the video for it, but it's really pretty too. It seems like it's more editorial, for lack of a better word. It's just her. She's dancing, but she's not doing anything crazy. She's not wearing anything really revealing or anything. It looks like she's just wearing elegant work attire, if you will.
Like that
And it's
was
just,
like
in a
white outfit,
beautifully,
wasn't it?
Um, I don't think
I may have watched a
so.
different video than that then.
You may have, but yeah, it could have been white. I'm trying to remember the colors, but I'm remembering it being like kind of like a dark green or like teal like top with like flowy bottoms. Um,
Oh yeah, you're
where I
right.
think they were kind of like gaucho like style
Yeah,
pants
I'm
or
looking at the
something.
thumbnail of the video right now in the playlist I made for this episode, and it definitely
Okay,
has like
okay.
kind of like a bluish green sleeves and looks maybe a hat on. I can't really tell.
I don't remember a hat, but there could have been a
Maybe
hat.
no,
I
no.
don't know.
Again, that's her other sleeve, not a hat. She's like it's like in front of
Okay,
her.
she's doing like a little like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like in front of her hands like in front of her forehead, so it kind of looks like a hat at first.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, so it's really pretty. She's just there, like, kind of like dancing and moving, and it's like kind of interpretive dance style, if you will. But just artifully, it's a word, artfully done.
Yeah, it's a
And,
word.
it's
Artfully.
a word. Art, yeah, artfully. It is a word, right?
Yeah,
Not
it is.
like
Artfully is a word.
artfully.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I just wasn't sure because I'm like, I know that artistically is a word, and I'm like, is artistically the correct word versus artfully?
I could be lying to you now. Now I don't know.
We speak English here.
Yeah.
Yep, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so
We're musicians. We don't need to worry
yeah.
about music. Well, I mean about
yeah,
words.
no, we
Using
don't.
correct words.
Yeah, we really don't. I mean, there are so many double negatives in music that like grammar's out the door.
Oh yeah. Like
Don't need it.
I tell people like my years spent writing music has completely fucked up my grammar when I write now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That and I can't spell sure properly because of the microphone
Yeah.
company Sure. Like I have to second guess myself. I'm like, wait, am I using the right spelling for sure right now? Because
That's actually really funny.
confusing that and that in Machine from Native Instruments Machine because it has a S in front of the CH.
Oh, that's
And,
weird.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah. Yep, they spell machine with the S right there
Okay.
in the middle before the CH. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the like German spelling because it's a German company. I think they have a couple of products that have the I don't know
That makes sense.
that have the German spelling. So add an extra S in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh well. Anyways, back to the list
What's your
before we
song?
get too sidetracked. My
Yep.
my first song is it's by Lil Kim featuring Missy Elliott, The Brat, Left Eye, and Angie Martinez. It's called Not Tonight. It's the remix version of the song. And it just seemed like a fun like ladies' night song. Like it was just like them
Yeah.
celebrating all the ladies is what it really felt like to me.
Yeah, when I listen to it, I'm like, okay, Kenton's over here with the girls' night like vibes, with the like, I don't know, just the having fun with the friends.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing like a night out with the girlies. It is healing time. It's time for y'all to like just be stupid with each other.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
great.
I've never been part of like a girls' night or like a ladies' trip, but I feel like the music video would be like the ultimate bachelorette party.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it
Yup.
seemed like to me. Like they're just on an island with a bunch of ripped dudes giving them massages, hanging out with their girls.
Yes. That would be the ultimate bachelorette party. I have yet to go to one like that, but not all my friends are married yet, so
Yeah.
there's still hope. There's still hope.
Yep.
But,
And-
but no, sorry.
Oh no, you go
I was gonna
ahead.
say, my mom and I were jamming out to because I listened to the playlist while my mom and I have been like driving around everywhere, and my mom liked that one too. Shit, I'm trying to remember. There was a reference to a movie in there, like a girl duo movie,
Was it
and I've never seen it.
Thelma and
um,
Louise?
Thelma
they-
and Louise, yes.
Did they reference that?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I had heard of Thelma and Louise. I had no idea. I didn't know if it was like a Bonnie and Clyde situation where there were like a historical like bestie situation or I don't know. I had heard of it and so my mom gave me a little history of what Thelma and Louise was and
It was just a movie, wasn't
for
it?
those of
Like
you who-
it wasn't
yeah,
real.
it is just
It wasn't
a
real
movie.
people, was it?
I don't think so. She didn't think so either. We
I
didn't
don't. Yeah, I don't think
dig
so.
too deep, but yeah, she thought it was just a movie, which I'm like, dang. But it could, there are friendships that are that deep because my mom said, spoiler if you haven't seen it, and I haven't seen it, but she spoiled it for me. So I probably
I
won't
think
be seeing
everyone
it
knows the
anytime
end
soon.
of
I
the
don't know.
movie. Like it's kind of like,
I didn't know the end of the movie.
well, I've never
But
seen
yeah,
it,
they
and
just
I
like
know
go
the
down
end.
and oh man, well, yeah, I guess they go down in a blaze of glory, right? Like they're like
Yeah,
running from the cops, and like they're like, you know what? Like let's die together instead of
right.
going to jail. Like right.
Yeah,
So yeah,
pretty much.
which
Yeah,
I love that for them. They're gonna spend together in heaven, continuing their little party.
yeah.
But yeah, so
It was just,
okay, I'll see it. But yeah,
anyways,
it was
back to the
upbeat.
song. Yes, but it's just, I don't know. I kind of liked how like each person brought their own kind of style to the song too.
Yes. Dude, I love those style of songs where like everybody has their verse and they just like do their thing on the verse and like don't try to stick to what each other was doing.
Yeah, it's like they were all from different parts of the country. Like Lil Kim and I think Angie Martinez too. They're both from New York. I know Lil Kim is from New York for sure. I think Angie Martinez is too. Then Left Eye,
Mm.
who's from TLC, she's from Georgia, I want to say. And then
That makes sense.
the Brat is from Chicago. I know that for a fact. And then
Yay.
Missy Elliott is from Virginia, which is a really random place for a rapper to be from.
Yeah, that's I'm like, what are they considered? East Coast? I guess.
I think they're
Is that
considered South.
interesting because like it's not on the south. But it, like I think you think of like I don't know like southern, but also
It's
like
below the Mason
they're
Dixon
not
line,
south.
isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Virginia's in some right. I mean, I've never understood the way that the country was like divided up because the Midwest is not mid of, and not even like
It's not even West.
of the middle.
No.
Yeah, I was like, it's not even. Yeah, I'm like, it's not. I don't understand it, but you know,
Country's
who am I
weird.
but a person. It is. But yeah, so that was a good one. I enjoyed that one. I like the style. I've seen the girlies rap. All right, let me see. Next song on my list. There's my list. Okay, so from the band Kitty, the song is called Brackish, and this is a all girls rock band. Like it's not just like female led, but you know
Right.
everybody in the band is
Yeah.
is a girly. And I will say I am not a like I don't want to like come off as a poser because I don't know any other songs from Kitty. However, I do listen to this one quite often once I discovered it, I guess. I don't know, I think it just ended up being played on my YouTube music and I was like, what is this? And then I was happy and my husband actually recognized it, so I think it's one of his few girl songs that he knew. And he was like, is that Kitty? And I'm like, I don't know. And then I looked, I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, they were kind of big in the late
Yeah.
90s, early 2000s, like during the whole like new metal, like Korn, Limp Bizkit, all that stuff.
Yeah, I love that for them. And apparently they're like on tour again. I saw a ad, I guess, on Instagram, and
Yeah.
yeah, they're out there touring. I'm like, okay, good for you, girlies, you get it.
Yeah, because
So, yeah, I hope
when
they have a
that
successful
when
tour.
that song came out, they were still, I think they were still teenagers. They were pretty young when they came out.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
I saw the music video for it, and I'm trying to remember how old they looked. Yeah, but I wouldn't doubt that they were teenagers. I feel like the music industry would be trying to like
Right.
get them while they're young. But,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I just like the whole tone of it. Like, I like the mix. Is it the same person singing as like the screaming part? I feel like it's two different people.
No,
right?
it's two different people.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, this song,
I
like,
like-
it's not a bad song, but I just couldn't get into it just because the production to me sounded so bad on it. Like the mix, I thought
the
it sounded
quality?
really rough. Yeah, the quality maybe.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that's where you're coming from on that. It's not crispy.
Right. Which is
It ain't a
weird
crispy
because
mix.
it was produced by Garth Richardson, who produced Rage Against the Machine's first album. That is like one of the best sounding albums of all time, in my opinion. It sounds so good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Rage Against the Machine is chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, I didn't know that. You're over here knowing the history of all the engine. I need to get that deep in my
Yeah.
in my music. Figure out who did what.
Right.
Man, it's just, I'm terrible at that. I can barely recognize who sings the song. But yeah, so I don't know. I like the screaming part the best. I think. I
Yeah,
don't know
like,
what she's saying.
kind
I
of the
don't know.
fast rapping
I don't
part,
know.
kind of like
Yeah. Yeah, I should have looked up the lyrics. I don't think I looked up the lyrics on any of my songs. But, for that, I just kind of like pretend to scream. Like when I'm singing along in the car with it, because I do. Yeah, I'm making up words, it's gibberish, and it's okay. It's okay.
yeah, like I know a lot of their songs are like talk about like sexism and stuff like that, so I'm sure that's what they're talking about.
I'm gonna look it up after this and kind of see
Yeah.
see what I'm jamming out to. But yeah, good for them though.
Yeah.
Call them out and
Yeah.
the patriarchy. All that.
Yeah, so my next song is End of the Road by Noga Erez. I'm not sure how to say her name. I think she's from Israel. So I'm not sure how to say her
Uh-huh.
name, but I don't know, it just seemed like it's a pretty unique song. I felt like I've discovered her on
Was.
TikTok of all places.
Okay. I was wondering because I heard it and I'm like, I feel like I've heard this, but like where? I was like, was this in a commercial? Which may have been also in a commercial.
It may
too.
have been. I
But,
honestly don't know. I don't know a whole
yeah.
lot about her, honestly.
Yeah. And no, I really liked that one. That one is enjoyable.
Yeah.
I liked the cadence of it. Like it just had like a really like unique rhythm.
It did. Almost rapping, but not quite rapping.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the dun, 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 like
Yeah.
little descending, like a slight little. I wouldn't say chromatic, but a little bit chromatic.
A little.
But yeah, it's just
I
like
could give.
detuning.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, and had the like good beat. I liked it. I could see
Yeah.
me bumping that one.
Yeah, so that's really the
Shake
only
me.
song of hers I know. I've heard a couple other songs, but I like them. But that song just for some reason stuck with me. I really don't know why.
Yeah, and it's catchy.
It's very catchy.
And
That's probably why it stuck with me.
yeah, I wonder if she comes on like tours the United States too, or I feel like if you have like a viral song, you'll have to like come to the United States at some
I
point.
think she does or did. 'Cause she's got a song with Missy Elliott, so she's definitely like
Oh,
done
okay.
American stuff.
Yeah, she's broken out into the scene outside of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to listen to more of her stuff because I liked her voice and I liked the style. It was really good.
Yeah, I was trying to find people that are kind of like have their own unique style as much as I could.
Yeah, no, that was definitely. I'd say that was one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then let's see. Going to my list. I exited it because I was trying to remember that. Why I do this? I should have screenshotted it. It's okay.
Want me to
I
just tell
went
you?
too far back. I'm
have
like
your
looking
list.
at the Chattahoochee. Okay, yeah, you may have to break that up.
It's like your
Yeah.
next song was Reba.
Oh, there we are. Yep. Okay, I found my list as you said that. Yes, Miss Reba McEntire. So, for my list, I tried to kind of touch in multiple genres. So, the first song, of course, was R&B. Second song was rock. This one is country. There are very many ladies of country who are amazing, but I think Reba, she's Reba. And the song I chose from her is called Fancy. And I think I just really like the story. Aside from like the chorus just being like badass, like
Yeah.
I think that the story in this one's really interesting
It really is.
because yeah, because it's pretty much like a girl saying like she grew up like poor, dirt
Right.
poor, like starving, nothing, nothing, and
Which I think Reba did
her
that
mom-
too.
I don't doubt it. I really
I know
don't.
Dolly Parton was like grew up with like a dirt floor, but I think Reba grew up pretty poor too.
Yeah. So they be speaking from experience, and that may be like why it makes it like that extra level of good. Like, just I don't know, she just
Yeah.
sang that song. She sang it. But yeah, so pretty much song is about girl. She's poor. Her mom recognizes the fact that they have nothing, and that there's going to be, nothing for either of her kids, and she knows that her daughter is pretty, and she knows that pretty gets you places, and especially I'm guessing this is olden days. I don't know like how olden, but I'm gonna guess like 50s, 40s, 60s. I don't know, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And
Were you married for the
and
money?
yeah, she just yep, exactly. And the mom was like, this is my daughter's opportunity to not starve to death and to not be stuck in the same situation. So her mom went and got her a pretty dress, got her all dolled up, and she's like, I'm taking you somewhere where there's going to be well-to-do men and just, be nice to them. And like the chorus is pretty much like, here's your one chance, Fancy, because the girl's name is Fancy. So cute. But yeah, here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. So she's pretty much like, this is what you're getting. Like, work with it and go. And yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting because I feel like that was and still is the reality for a lot of a lot of girls. Like, there's not a way out for them aside from like their looks and finding a quality husband, like here in the United States and in other countries, and
Yeah, the song kind of reminded me like a redneck Cinderella story almost.
I love that. Yeah, yep, that is accurate. Because homie girl, she found her guy, and she was rich, but she said that she never saw her mom again, and I'm like, why didn't you go back for your mama? But I don't know, maybe her.
That was pretty common.
I don't know what happened to her.
Back in like the 1800s, I know that was pretty common. Like they would like marry off, and then they'd move like states or whatever, and then never see their family again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is really sad.
It is.
Like, especially like I love my mama. I mean, I love my dad too. But like I don't know what I would do. But,
it is sad.
That's just how it was, and like these girls become disconnected from their entire families, and then like they have to rely on like the husband and his family for everything, and it's like a power struggle right there. It's like differential. I can't talk. Basically, unlevel power.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So that was my song. What's your next song, Kenton?
My next song is Dead Sarah, Mona Lisa. Dead Sarah is a band that I discovered kind of on accident a few years ago, but I just fell in love with. I think their singer, Emily, I think she's got just a phenomenal voice. Again, a very unique voice. She can sing, but then she can also just get like guttural with it too, and just get super raspy as well.
Yes. Yeah, that was one thing that I noticed with the tone that she was going with. But yeah, I'd never heard of the band. Or is it like a band, or is it
it's a band.
Like a
Okay. So the singer is Emily Armstrong, I think her name is. Then their guitar player is also a girl. Her name is Susie, and I don't know the drummer's name. I forget it.
Yes.
It's a dude, though. I know that. No, it's a dude drummer. It's he's the only guy.
Yeah. Hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
We can hang out with the girls, and he's cool with us.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I think that was one of their. That actually is my favorite song on theirs, but I felt like it showed off her vocal range probably better than most of their songs do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I could definitely tell that there was a lot going on vocally and lyrically. I couldn't quite catch what was going on with. Is it similar to my first song where it was like not really so much what's being said, but the tone? Because I wasn't
I think so.
That's not new for me.
I honestly haven't really paid that close attention to the lyrics of that song a whole lot. Like I said, it's not my. I like the song a lot, but it's not my favorite of theirs. It's maybe a top 5 of theirs, but that's the best I could say for me. For them. But they've been around for a long time.
Felt a little more like poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they've been around for like over 10 years. They just never really broke through for some strange reason. They did recently tour.
Just ain't ready.
Yeah, they did recently open for Demi Lovato on tour, and they were featured on a song on her newest album. Like they've gotten a lot of praise from like a lot of like well-known people, but just for some reason they just never really have just made that final leap, and I really don't know why, because they're great. The singer, she's gorgeous and good singer and has amazing stage presence. I've watched a lot of their live videos.
I love a good stage show. I need to watch them because I try to draw inspiration from.
Oh, it's very
really good performers. But yeah, it says I'm Googling them right now. It says their formation was in 2000.
I want to say 10?
So,
2?
Yeah, so apparently it's saying that Armstrong and Medley, so Emily Armstrong and
Susie.
Susie?
Yeah, it's
I was all like, is that Susie? Okay, cool, yeah.
It
but
smells like
the
Sioux Indian.
Okay. Interesting. So yeah, so they had met through a mutual friend in 2002, and they were 16 and 15.
Oh, that
And
makes sense.
then they started writing songs together in 2003, and yeah, just kind of kept
Yeah,
going from there.
that makes sense. That explains why
Interesting.
they've been around for that long because they're not old at all.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it, and that would make sense. Interesting. Sorry, I'm like
No,
here
you're fine.
reading
Yeah,
about them.
they've
That's
got
cool though that they've like been together that long, and like especially through those
yeah,
formative teenage years, like 15, 16. Like that's
right.
when people be bickering. Like you think they're your best friend until I don't know, something stupid happens,
Yeah,
even something little, and like you aren't like a full adult at that point. You aren't who you are going to be, and people grow
right.
apart. So it's kind of cool that they've been
Yeah,
together and doing
yeah,
their
and
thing for
they've
that
gotten
long.
praise for like Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters has said like if the world was fair, they'd be the biggest band in the world because he likes them that much.
Yeah.
And that's
Aw.
some person to get props from Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
He's been some of the biggest bands in history, like Nirvana, Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah. Love that. But yeah, no. So that was a cool choice. I'd never heard of them or that song, so I need to do a little bit more of a deep dive. And let me see. So my next song, which this person is like the total opposite and is very, very, very popular, and like I feel like everybody like has at least heard the name. So Olivia Rodrigo. I know she became, I think, extra famous during pandemic, but I think she was like a Disney kid,
Yeah,
right?
she was on
Or
Disney. I think it was
Nickelodeon kid,
Disney.
Yeah, one of those. And so yeah, she I think became like super big in music around the pandemic. She had like kind of like a soft, like little like soft pretty song, but I've noticed that her songs have like gotten progressively a little more rockier, and we like that. And the song in particular that I like from her is called All American B. I don't know if you say the whole word or if it's just like starred out because in the title they can't have the word bitch. I don't know.
I'm
But
pretty sure it's
you
bitch.
could look it up either way. Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, All American Bitch. And the particular version of this song, like the album version is great and all, but there is a live from rehearsal version that pretty much I'm sure it was mixed because like
It was.
they're not just gonna release something without
I think it was
sounding
for
a little
like a.
polished.
I think it was like for like a Disney Plus special.
Yeah, that would make sense because like they look like they're in a rehearsal type of space, and I'm sure maybe they were rehearsing, but this is like way too clean for it to be
Right.
not mixed somewhat.
Yeah.
So, but I really like the multiple tones that it goes into. Like it starts kind of like soft and pretty, like just with a little acoustic guitar, and then it gets a little hard. I don't want to say like hard, but it gets a little
It gets
more
like
like
Paramore hard.
intense, and then that what?
It gets like Paramore hard.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I was kind of trying to. I was showing my husband her a few weeks ago, and I was trying to tell him what to like expect, and I was all like, I don't want to say she's like Paramore because they are different, but like if you're gonna compare a type of rock, pop rock, it would be within the same category.
She's actually been accused of ripping them off. In one of her songs.
Interesting, like.
I forgot what song of hers
I
it
don't know.
was, but it sounds a lot like Misery Business.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to
Yeah.
check that out.
She's been
I wouldn't
accused of that
doubt
for
it.
a few of her songs. She's gotten accused of that, which I think is dumb. I mean, like her song,
Mm-hmm.
like it's Good For You, I think it was. It's pretty much the exact same chord progression as it was an Elvis
Mm-hmm.
Costello song. Can't remember what it was now. Pump It Up by Elvis Costello. But even Costello said like I stole that riff from somebody else. It's just rock and roll. That's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say like chord progressions. Like first off, chord progressions aren't copyrightable, and so I think if anything, it's more of a public opinion type of thing. Like,
Right.
but yeah, I don't think people realize how often chord progressions are used. Like the same chord progressions, like are used over and over and over.
Well, there's only
It's
so
just-
many.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's only so many notes available to the human ear, and
that sound good to the
yeah,
human ear
so,
when they run together.
yes, exactly. And yeah, I mean, it's just I never understood like why people make such a big deal about the same like chord progressions, and even some. I don't want to say all melodies because there can be unique melodies to where it's like, okay, that was that was a ripoff, but
Right.
there's there's so many things that you can do with the same with the same notes and the same
Yeah.
rhythms and stuff, and it still be a very different song than the other song. But yeah, people be wild. But my favorite part about this song is when she goes into like her little like scream mode and she's just like kind of like letting it out.
It's like the
And
girliest
it's
scream ever.
yes, I just like I love to hear it, and I don't know because I think it's like the scream reminds me of what an actual scream like from a girl would sound like versus like the movie like screams where it's like high
Right.
pitched and like I don't know, like when if I scream like it sounds like that. I don't scream a lot, but if there's like a roach or something that like came out of nowhere and scares me, like that's what my scream sounds like. Is
Yeah.
like that, and I think that's how like most girls actually realistically scream like. So it was cool, and then like after she's just like letting it all out, it just like drops into like na, 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 just like very
Yeah.
like back to the acoustic guitar, back to the airy, and back to just like nice and light, like. And she's pretty much just saying like I'm grateful all the time, I'm happy all the time,
Yeah,
after
Olivia's
just, like,
she's a
full
very
on.
talented person. I really like her music, honestly.
Mhm.
I think she's phenomenal.
Yeah, me too. I after because I heard this song on TikTok, and then I had to like do a deep dive in every song that I heard where that's really really good and like uniquely written, had a cool perspective, and yeah,
Yeah.
I like her.
And I like that she's bringing like the guitar-based music back to the young crowd. You don't hear that very often anymore.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, she's out here doing something, and I would love to see her, but I feel like the tickets to her shows are probably very expensive. That's a whole production, and
Oh, I'm sure
everyone
they
wants to
are.
see her. So I'll just stick to watching videos of her.
Yeah, that's what I do anymore.
Yup. And I'm not made out of money.
Yep. Yeah, so my next song is it's a cover song. I kind of cheated because I wanted both these bands in, but I couldn't find a way to fit them both, so I just found a song where they did it together. It is
Okay.
the band's Garbage and the Screaming Females. The song, it's a cover of Because the Night, which was originally by Bruce Springsteen, but was made famous by Patti Smith in the late 70s.
Okay.
And now it's a
I didn't
cool
know.
song. They both have very unique styles, I feel like, that usually contrast a lot, but it kind of works in this song when they do it together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were listening to it in the car too, and I'm trying to fully remember because I only got one round of listening to this one.
Oh, that's
But I
fine.
didn't realize that it was a cover.
Yeah, it's a cover of a
Um,
cover.
a cover of a cover. Kind of like, shit. There's a, from No Doubt, I think. Or even like, I Will Always Love You.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no,
I
no.
don't
I
know.
always love you was a cover. Whitney Houston covered Dolly Parton, who wrote it, but No Doubt did do a cover of a cover, I think, as well, and one of their big singles in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. But yeah. So I don't fully remember the song. I apologize. But tell me, like,
Yeah,
tell
like
me.
it's So one thing I like about it, especially like, because I use it a lot when I'm telling people, like, to explain people the difference between like different microphones. Because Shirley
Mhm.
Manson, the singer for Garbage, has this kind of more like softer, I guess you call it airy voice, just very
Okay, yeah.
melodic. And then Marissa
Mhm.
from Screaming Females has just this very rough, unique voice. Almost sounds like she's yodeling sometimes to me. But like,
I can see that. Yep.
Shirley used like, I think it was like looks like from the video it was like Universal Audio like condenser mic, and then
Yeah.
Marissa used I think it was SM7B, a Shure. It looks like one of the ones you have, I think.
Yeah.
And
All reliable.
yeah, you can really hear the difference in the mic, because like I said, Shirley's more
Mhm.
soulful, and then when Marissa comes in, it sounds a lot more harsh,
Yeah.
which is something you can't
That's
get with the condenser mic as well as you can with the
yeah.
7B.
You're gonna get distorted.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's really cool. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it and kind of like think about the microphone usage
Yeah,
because yeah, that didn't occur to me.
that's me
And I
getting
feel like I
nerdy.
had the video on when I was the.
That's just me getting nerdy with the audio stuff.
Oh, it's hard to not get nerdy about this stuff
Yeah,
and like talk someone's ear off, and they just are like, oh,
yeah,
interesting, and you're like, I'm sorry,
yeah. Then
I'm sorry, I'm like this.
and Garbage. I mean, they're both very talented bands, but Garbage, their drummer is Butch Vig, who's also a producer. He produced Nevermind by Nirvana and a couple of Foo Fighters albums,
Mm.
some Green Day stuff. He's one of the best
Okay, yeah.
rock producers out there. And
Yes.
and then Screaming Females, they just broke up recently. I read, which made me sad. 'Cause I've always
Aw.
wanted to see him live. Like
Yeah.
her
Have they been
voice
together
is
a long time?
I don't probably maybe 8 to 10 years. I don't know honestly. But again, her voice again is a very unique voice, kind of loud. Her mouth is fucking huge when she opens it all the way and sings. It's ridiculous. It's like a Muppet
Them
mouth.
acoustics in there.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a Muppet when she
Yeah.
opens her mouth.
Okay,
It is
shoot.
huge.
But we love what comes out of it.
Yeah, no, it's
We love.
and she's an amazing, very underrated guitar player too. The solo she played in
Yeah.
that song was great, and I don't know, their music is just kind of alternative punky, I guess is the best way to describe their music.
Yeah. I'm looking at like
Yeah.
pictures of
Yeah, but
of
another band
bands.
that never really broke through either
Yeah.
for whatever
And
reason.
yeah, it's really unfortunate because it's like, like all these renowned like other musicians or producers and stuff, like they could recognize like how good another like band is, and they can say like their opinions on how good they are, but like ultimately like the band's success like depends on like what the public and like, you know,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
a
how
lot
much
of luck.
expose or how much advertisement, like
Yeah.
all of this stuff
Well, even then,
that's
like,
kind of out of their control.
people just don't realize how much just pure luck goes into making it as a musician.
Oh yeah.
It's just being in the
Yep,
right
it is
place,
so
right
true.
time, one time. And that's all it takes. And even like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you. I mean, I have friends that have been on major labels that, or to me,
Yeah.
they're fucking rock stars. They should have been huge, but for whatever reason,
Yeah.
the luck was never there for them.
Yeah, I feel like that's the majority of people on the major labels because major
Yeah.
labels have huge catalogs of artists, and they just don't give all of them the same amount of love and attention.
Right.
And then a lot of them they do give that love, and it's just like the public just was like, nah, I don't know about that person. Or aside from luck, like the timing. Like, they could have had like a really, really amazing single come out at the same time as like Ariana Grande's new album came out or
Right.
something, and it just
Exactly.
completely like, because there's only so many days in a year, and if like major releases by like already major artists are taking up the bandwidth of people's
Yeah.
attention, then
Yeah, like my
there's no
friends, like
room.
they were on a major label. They were recording it and ready to record and put their album out and everything, but then it'd be like, the label was like, oh, well, Blake Shelton wants to put an album out now, so we're going to push this back so we can focus on that, promoting that instead of yours, because we know that's the guaranteed seller right now. You guys are an
Yeah.
unknown, and he's Blake Shelton.
Yeah. Yep. Can't compete with that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I do like Blake Shelton though.
I do too, but like,
So that's
you get my point. Like, they're going to go for it. They're going to
Yeah.
push a sure thing before they push something new.
yeah, and they'll push the new thing like way back to like they won't be like, oh, like let's just push it back a couple weeks. They're like, no, like this thing is a 6 month like push
6
back.
months, a year. Like, 'cause
And
they
then
they don't
that's
care if you're not making any
Mhm.
money. They're going home to their mansions no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. They're the devils, evil. Yeah. All right. So my next song is Nicki Minaj's "Barbie Dreams." I think it's just a really fun little like shit talking song. Honestly.
It is.
I think it's like it's fun because it's in a way that is, I don't know, going like as if she's kind of like, bragging on these like, all these like famous rappers that she done been with, but like reality is like she probably like wasn't. She's just like, having
No,
fun
it was
and
just
just kind of playing on.
pretty much talking about how like they suck and bad is pretty much
Yeah.
what she was talking about. It seems like.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like really funny that she kind of like plays on things that they're notorious for, like when
Right.
she's like talking about like in her Drake verse where she's just like, I couldn't tell if it was me that was wet or if it was him crying, you know,
Yeah.
or
Or
like with
like
the
the
Khaled.
Eminem line, like with Eminem, like I'm not
Hmm.
opening my legs in a trailer park, something like that. That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I
And
live
I
in a
just thought
trailer
she was
park,
like,
so I'm offended by that line.
I am offended and hurt.
Yes,
But
I demand an
you're
apology,
just
Nicki
nice.
Minaj.
Yeah, I don't know. You go demanding that, she'll start talking some shit.
Hey, if
But
if, if,
yeah,
if everyone thinks I slept with Nicki Minaj, I'm okay with that.
yeah. I was gonna say, I think I would be honored if she like wrote a diss about me and be like, oh, I'm on her radar.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, yeah. She's. I think. I want to say she's my favorite like female rapper. I think a lot of people don't be loving on her, but I think her lines are very very creative. She has fun with like her voice and just like, you know, just making like different sounds and being in different register, like getting in her like
Right.
weird wobbly lower register, just like fucking around, just having fun. You can tell that she enjoys like just having her time in the studio and not really like giving a fuck and
Right.
just willing to try a bunch of things. And
Yeah, when she actually
yeah,
gets
I
to
think
like
she's
get serious get into the rapping, she is very good.
yeah, no, she has some clever
Yeah,
like clever lines.
like the if you listen to the Kanye West song Monster with her,
I think so. I'm trying to remember.
it's like Kanye, her, and
Mhm.
Jay-Z, and she has easily the best verse on that song.
Dang, I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen. I know I've heard it. I've like seen like the name pop up multiple times on my like YouTube music when I'm
It's kind of the
listening.
song that like
But
that verse is kind of what really broke her through into the mainstream. People were like, "Wow, this girl's actually talented, and not just some pop star trying
yeah,
to pretend to be a rapper."
yeah. No, I think she's amazing. Her lines are always like really spot
Yeah,
on, and those disses are funny. And she's just, you know, like in the middle of it, she's like, I'm just playing. She's like, but I'm
right.
soon, you know, just amazing.
Yeah, the song it reminds me a lot of kind of a female version of 50 Cent. Right before he became famous, he put out a song called "How to Rob," which is a very similar song.
Mhm.
Was about him, same thing, just a line for one artist, but it's like how he would rob them, and it's again very similar kind of, and like the flow
Yeah,
of how they say stuff is very similar. The beat is actually really similar too. So I always kind of wonder if maybe
yeah.
she like it was like an influence for that song, as they are extremely similar to each other.
Interesting. What's it called again?
How to Rob.
How to Rob. I
Yeah,
want to
but
hear that. That sounds
it's
fun.
good. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. It has some pretty funny lines in it.
Yes. I love a humorous song. Like, you know, it's fun to like see
Right.
them just sneak in little like and you're like, "Ooh, they said that." Yeah, and I was showing my mom the Kendrick Lamar songs. Shit, why can't I remember? Euphoria, and I forgot. Oh, they not like they
Not like
shit.
us.
Not Like Us,
The
yeah,
new one.
yeah, that one. And yeah, I was giving her a little history lesson, and so
Was
we
that
were
the
like
one where he
listening,
like
and my mom,
destroyed? Was that the one that he destroyed?
yeah, Drake,
Yeah, that was
yep.
bad.
I know. We're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, straight up calling him a
But yeah,
pedophile.
yep. Straight up calling him pedophile. Straight up saying hide your little sister from him. Like all this stuff. Like,
Yeah,
ooh. But yeah, so
which I never
we
liked
were.
Drake, so I was okay with it.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I like Drake. I like his songs. I think I don't know. I don't know. I want to say I'm neutral because I can't say that I would. I don't know. I don't know anything about his personality. He seems kind of
Douchey.
I don't know douchey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Seems kind of douchey. I don't know if he like writes his own song, but you know I've never really been too big on like oh they don't write their own music. Like if they can perform it, then like you know that's that. But
yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
I don't know.
some for two people that have worked at making it as writers and producers and whatnot. I'm okay with people not writing their own songs, so that means I could get
Right.
work.
Yes, exactly. It's like I will be a ghostwriter. I don't got go nowhere. I can just
Right.
like hang out and make some good music, and I'll know that that is my song being
Yep.
awesome. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's get back to our girlies.
Okay.
Talking
So my
about
next
girls.
song is "Torn" by Natalie and Bruglia. Is that how you say her last name?
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
really sure.
but I do know the song.
Yeah, it's a very good song. It's from the
Yeah,
90s.
very
And
90s.
I just learned recently, too, it's a cover song. I never knew that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
I
think it
didn't
was
know that
singing it.
either.
I think it was like done originally done in a different language though, maybe.
Oh, okay. I can see that because
Yeah,
yeah, like the melody like lines are it's a little different than
yeah. And it's
I
like
could see
or
that.
there's
I
like
could see that.
times where I feel like she's trying to catch up to the beat when she sings. Sometimes it sounds like to me, like she
Yeah.
sounds like she's
So
rushing a
it's
little bit.
like yeah, kind of like the translation just had a couple extra syllables versus the original.
Right.
They had to like
Yeah.
kind of
Like
fit it
she
in
was just
there.
it was getting a little too wordy, and she couldn't. She had to like rush to
Hmm.
fit it in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were enjoying jamming out to this one, me and my mom, and we're like, "Wow, Kenton, you out there with like the like 90th and the girliest, and
Yeah.
we're here
No,
for
I really like
it."
her voice. I think she's a great singer.
Mhm.
And I don't
Yeah,
really know why she never really had much other than this one song. She's pretty much a one hit wonder, I think.
I feel like the 90s were like a huge time for one-hit wonders. Like they just like had that like one song that like made a
Yeah,
forever impact and then I don't know if that's like what the labels were like trying to go for, like the
and
attention span of the labels was like I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like she may have stayed bigger in her home country of Australia. She's not American; she's Australian, so she may have like had a bigger
Mm,
career there than she did here.
yeah, that would make sense. I didn't know she was Australian.
Yeah, she was on
I
a
didn't catch that.
she was on a soap opera before she ever became a singer.
What? That's cool.
Yeah,
We love a multi-talented
yep.
girly.
And I just want to say that the fit she had on, we need to bring that fit back because that looks good on girls.
Ooh, I didn't. I'll need to check it out. I feel like the like video was playing as I was listening, but I was just like,
Yeah, like
you
the
know,
it's like a
it's one of those good car driving songs where you're like
it
looking out
really
the
is.
window.
It's like kind of like a
Because yeah, I
hot
was
tom,
1,000% doing that.
kind of like a hot tomboyish look,
Laptop.
I would say.
Okay,
Like
shoot.
had a hoodie on, a
Yeah.
tank top, like kind of like baggier, maybe capris. I don't remember.
Okay, you got a little ankle action, a little
Yeah,
sexy ankle. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. It was an interesting time for style back then. I feel like the '90s style is coming back, but only a few of the like key
right.
items that, yeah.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
been noticing that
I'll have
like
to check it out.
Gen Z, they especially the girls, they don't really wear skinny jeans anymore. They wear the more loose fitting stuff again.
Mhm. Yeah, which I love. I have followed suit because skinny jeans,
I'm with you. I never like
they're
skinny
not
jeans.
friendly. Yeah,
No,
like you
especially
can't
for a guy, they're not
you can't.
comfortable at all.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little extra dangly bits that are gonna be discomfort, like
Yes,
uncomfortable in the skinniness. I can 1,000% see that because girls don't have the dangly bits and it's still uncomfy. So yeah,
right.
no, I am grateful for the loose jeans. Like all my skinny jeans are gone. They're gone. I am mom jeaning it up and it's been great.
Yeah, like the high
Yeah.
rise jeans coming back too. It seems like, which is again pretty nice, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, wait, like the high rise or low rise?
The high rise.
Arr. Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of both. I've seen them getting lower and lower, like
Oh,
going
have
back
you?
into those like 2000s low. Yeah.
That's a little
But
too low.
yeah, that was too low. Like you had to make sure you were shaven or
Yeah,
else the world's
like your
going to see a little
her like
bush.
vagina lips were hanging out at times. Almost.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it was getting there. It was a rough time to be alive. So I'm glad that
Yeah.
they aren't getting that low, and the even like the ultra low, because I got a pair of like kind of quote unquote ultra low, and like they sit at my hips, but like I'm like, this is nice. I feel like I'm not one wrong move away from a wardrobe malfunction, but you're still getting like a little bit of like the hip action, a little
Right.
hip bone, but not yeah, not threatening any situations. Nope. Yeah. Let's see. So I think we're on our last songs, right?
Yep.
Okay. So my last song in genre is from DJ producer Rezz, Rezz, and the song is called Edge. well, I can't call it a song. I don't.
It's a song. I'd call it a song.
I don't know if I. So I had a piano teacher who was very particular about the usage of the word song, because I would go to my piano lessons and she would give me a new song, for lack of a better word, and I would call it that, and she was like, no, like, it's not a song. A song has lyrics. A song has like vocals and words. Like, this is not a song, it's a
I wouldn't
piece.
agree with that at all.
I don't know. I think I wonder what the definition, we're going to find out what the definition of a song is, because she was a university professor, and I was, for my like half a semester, or one semester, I guess, of university time, I feel like she knew okay, yeah. It's like song definition. Okay, so, apparently it is a noun. And a song is a short poem or other set of words set to music or meant to be sung.
Oh, that's interesting.
So,
So, like, you wouldn't call, like, anything Beethoven or Mozart did songs then?
correct, unless it had lyrics like one of their operas or something like that. Arias, those have words, so it could be considered a song at that point. But yeah, nope, they are pieces of music.
Oh, I've heard them called, that makes sense, and I've definitely heard them called that.
Yeah. So, a little music lesson of the day. So yeah, even though I hesitate to call this song a song, we're going to call it a song because we're
not
modern
pretentious
people of the United States. Yes. And the song is called Edge. And Rez's style, it's definitely on the deeper side. I would almost call it dubstep, but it doesn't quite have the full-on like breakdowns that dubstep has. It's just like kind of drony and just like deep, like pulsing like vibes the whole time. And that's like how her whole sets are. Like if you listen to this song, like that's what you're gonna hear in a Rez set. And she has a very good full set that she did at Red Rocks, I believe, and it's amazing. Like, it's nice. I like to listen to like full DJ sets, especially when I'm working out, because you don't have to go and like keep on changing songs.
Right.
Like, it's just like there's one really long song, which is really cool, and depending on what I'm doing, like I'm not going to be watching my phone while doing like waves or something. But like if you like watch these sets, it's really fun. You like kind of get into it because you see all the people in the crowd. You see like the DJ up there just like getting really into it, and she wears these like crazy glasses that have like LEDs in them, and they just kind of go in like swirls, and yeah, she's really cool. We love Rez.
And the video is really cool. I don't know if I watched the correct one. The one I saw was like the 2024 version. I don't know if that's like the one I was supposed to watch.
I don't know why it's called the 2024 version, because like that song's been around forever, and that's the only one that I found too, and I'm like, this sounds like the original version. I'm a little confused about why.
Yeah, it was good. It was,
I don't know. Yeah.
Pretty chill, almost kind of dreamy in a way, I think I would say.
I like that word for it, because it kind of can put you like in a trance in the way that it's just like a little monotonous, but not like in a
almost meditative or however that wrote. We are bad with words today.
We are. Is this how we do we know how to English?
And I always suck at talking, but today has been especially bad.
I agree. We making up words today, and that's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is a great word for it though, because it is that like pulsing, and it doesn't like make your heart race in the way that a lot of like electronic music does, especially like again with dubstep, where like there's this like a really hard drop that you can't help but be like, make that stank face and like freaking rock your head,
Yeah.
This one, it just like flows. Yup. Man, I miss going to raves, but my neck would hurt after going to a dubstep show. Man, we gotta go. There's
I don't dance.
I think Electric Forest.
That's in Michigan.
Dance.
That's in Michigan,
right?
Yeah, it's in Rothbury.
Yes.
It's only like maybe 2 hours from me. I have a lot of friends that go to it. I just never really interested me.
Yeah, well, if I ever make it up there, because that is one of the festivals that I would really like to go to one day. Like,
Yeah,
I'll let you know. We're going to go. You'll
yeah.
dance.
Before it was
You
Electric
will
Forest, it was
dance.
just called Rothbury, and it was more just like bands, like kind of typical music festival, like a lot of jam bands, like Fish and stuff like that would play.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of turned more into I guess more of a rave. It's in the woods, I know that. It's kind of like in a really weird spot.
Yeah, I know Electric Forest definitely is, completely electronic music. I don't think there's any other genres.
Yeah.
So you're saying it started off like as different
More
genres?
typical, yeah, more typical music festival type stuff. Kind of like a tiny Coachella. Like,
Coachella or something.
like
Okay.
I think Ice Cube may have played it once. I could be wrong, though, but I do remember bands like, I'm pretty sure like Humphrey McGee's and Fish, like those type like jam band type things have played it. Like when it was just called the Rothbury Music Festival. When it first started about, I don't know, like 12, 15 years ago probably now.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to know a little history lesson.
Yeah.
But one day.
Yeah.
One day.
So then my last song is actually from an artist that you and I both have a really funny story about. But it's Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone, which is a great song, great singer.
Mm-hmm.
But she is also the result of one of the most embarrassing moments of my entire life because of you.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember like why Kelly Clarkson had a significance with me. And
Yeah.
I was like telling Mom, I'm like,
anyone who's listening that doesn't know, Victoria and I used to work at Omni Sound Studios in Nashville, and Kelly was coming in one day to record, and Victoria and I decided to take me to go get Thai food, which I'd never had before, so I got the curry as she told me to. But something that she was not aware of, I guess, and I was aware of, as I have IBS, and Thai food, especially curry, is not good for IBS at all. So I ate it. It was delicious. Don't be wrong. But then when I got back to the studio and I was actually sitting there talking to Kelly, I was sweating my ass off because it was coming out one end. I didn't know what end it was coming out, but it was going to come out.
oh no.
And I did not want to do it right in front of Kelly Clarkson because I fucking love Kelly Clarkson. I think she's amazing. I think she's gorgeous.
Yes.
Like everything about her, super talented. And it was one of the more. It's up there with the time that I told my high school girlfriend that her eyes were the color of dirt, as one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
Man, yeah, dirt's nice.
Yeah, well,
there's many other brown things, but
that's that point. Like we were at a concert and she was like, "Your eyes are the color of, or blue, the color of the sky, like the sky." And I was like, "Your eyes are brown." The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of brown, especially when I was like 15, 16 years old, was shit. And I was not gonna say your eyes are the color of shit. So I panicked, and I looked around. I looked down, and I saw dirt. The first thing I saw that was brown was dirt. So that's why I said, and then everyone made fun of me about it for a very long time.
You know that you worked with what you had.
Yeah,
I feel like people with brown eyes, we don't expect a compliment back on our eyes.
Yeah.
We know.
But it was a very sweet thing. She said a very sweet thing, so I was trying to be like nice and romantic back. And I'm awkward now, but I was way more awkward as a 15 or 16-year-old, especially my first girlfriend. So like I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, panic ensued, and
yeah,
you had to work. I mean, there wasn't like a tree trunk around anywhere.
No, it was the middle of like a giant cornfield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't want to say that. She was like color of rotten corn or something.
Right. Yeah, but anyways, back to the song. It's probably, I don't know if I'd say it's her best song, but it's what really got me into the song was she performed it at the MTV Video Music Awards, and it was just a phenomenal performance. She killed it. It was like the hottest. It was I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it was just a great performance.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it sounds like it changed her life a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, it did. And I haven't had the chance to talk to her since then, since the day that I almost either threw up or shit my pants in front of her.
One of those. You're
Yeah.
perspiring.
Yep.
Which luckily you could hide that behind just being starstruck a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's talked to many sweaty boys.
Oh, I'm sure she has. So, but anyways, but if you are listening, Kelly, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, because you're probably a big fan of this, Hit me up.
Yep. Yep. I want to work.
Yeah, I'll be on your TV show.
Oh, she
Talk-
has a TV show now, huh?
Yeah, it's just a talk show. I'll go on and tell everyone that about my embarrassing moment meeting you.
Yes, I think you should. I think that might be your way in.
Yeah.
I think stars like to know how they made us feel awkward.
Right. Yeah.
It makes them feel powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't say I've met too many, even though we worked at studios where plenty were kind of walking through. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't say.
But at Omni, we didn't really get a whole lot of big people at all.
Yeah.
I think she was the only
You're
big
right.
one that was really came in when we were there. I know when you were at Quad too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was at Quad, and I think they had some bigger artists coming through.
Yeah, Quad.
The only one that I ever saw eye to eye was one of the. Ah, shit.
It was
Why
Young
can't I
Buck, wasn't
remember
it, from
the
G Unit?
band? Oh, okay, yeah, I guess I met a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Young Buck was there, and they were trying to get me to go party with them in the studio, and I was like, I'm gonna stay out here.
Yeah.
I am working for free right now as an intern, and I need to
Right.
remain professional on this side of the door. But thank you, thank you. But no, Billy Gibbons, right? He's the one of the
From ZZ Top?
long-bearded. Yeah.
You
yeah,
met Billy
yeah.
Gibbons? You didn't tell me?
Yeah, I thought I did because it was really awkward.
You may have. But I fucking.
Yeah.
That was my first favorite
was-
band of all time.
Aw. Yeah, no, he literally was making a coffee in the general area, and I think I just said hi or something. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
yeah, I think I just said hi, and he just looked at me, didn't say anything.
He's an
And
old
just
dude.
went
He's
to
old.
finish making his coffee and just walk away. I'm like, okay. Cool.
Yeah, should have told me you're from Texas. He's from Texas.
I don't know. I think he would be like, okay, Texas is really big, and
Right.
or something. But yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
he's a
Billy,
nice
he uses a peso for his guitar pick.
Interesting. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It gets a
Yeah,
kind of a
got
deep,
style.
a deeper sound.
I can see that. Oh yeah. Well, maybe one day, Billy Gibbons, if you're listening.
Which again, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, why wouldn't you be? Although this is the podcast for the girlies, we're talking about you, and which is an honor on this podcast. But yeah, I'm sorry if I offended you in some way.
I highly doubt he remembers that moment in any way.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it was a blip in very insignificant moments in his life.
Not only is he probably
I could-
allowed those, but he's 80 years old, so he probably doesn't remember a lot of stuff at this point.
True. Yeah. But you know what? Love that for you, Mr. Gibbons.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
it.
think we made
Yeah.
it through all our songs, y'all.
Yep, it was a good episode.
Yeah. Got off topic a couple times, but it's okay. That's what we do here.
Yep.
At the Let's Make a Playlist podcast.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We will see you next time.
Yes. Bye.